Your brain just decided to move your hand, and a computer caught that thought before your muscles even knew about it. Every time you think about moving, millions of neurons fire tiny electrical pulses. Those pulses are the raw data a brain-computer interface is trying to read. A neuron fires by pushing charged particles across its membrane, creating a spike of voltage that lasts about a millisecond. That spike is called an action potential. One neuron firing is almost nothing, but thousands firing together in the motor cortex, the part of your brain that plans movement, create a signal strong enough to detect. To pick up those signals, a BCI uses electrodes. These are tiny metal contacts placed either on the scalp, on the surface of the brain, or pushed into the brain tissue itself. Each method trades comfort for precision. Scalp electrodes, the kind used in an EEG, are the easiest to use, but the signal is blurry. The skull and skin scatter the electrical field, so you get a rough average of what large regions are doing rather than what individual neurons are doing. Implanted arrays, like the Utah array used in research, sit directly in brain tissue and can listen to single neurons. The trade-off is that they require surgery, and the brain can slowly push them out over time. Whatever the electrode picks up is an incredibly faint voltage, often just a few millionths of a volt. That signal goes straight into an amplifier, which boosts it thousands of times without adding too much noise. After amplification, the signal is still analog, meaning it is a continuous wave. An analog to digital converter samples it thousands of times per second and turns it into numbers a computer can work with. Now the computer has a stream of numbers representing voltage over time. The next job is filtering. Algorithms strip out noise from muscle movement, power lines, and the electronics themselves. What is left gets handed to a decoder. This is usually a machine learning model trained on data from the same person. It has learned which patterns of neural firing tend to happen when that person imagines moving left versus right, or up versus down. The decoder outputs a command. Maybe it is cursor coordinates, a prosthetic arm angle, or a letter on a keyboard. That command goes to whatever device the BCI is controlling. The whole chain, from neuron spike to device command, can happen in under 100 milliseconds in well-designed systems. That is fast enough to feel almost natural. Researchers are still working on making decoders more accurate, electrodes that last longer inside the body, and systems that do not require surgery at all. Each piece of that chain is an open problem. If you are curious how the decoder actually learns to tell movements apart, that machine learning side of BCIs is its own rabbit hole worth exploring.